good morning from the outlet of Otter Tail Lake. Stopped over here this morning to try to check the water level after close to a foot of snow in the area the last few days and lots of cold wintry weather. When we thought we were in the spring, we found out we weren't. But not very accurate reading here because basically with the new dam structure, rather than open water here, got lots of ice all the way across under the bridge and even out in the lake. So I'm not sure what that means. But anyway, it makes it hard to get an accurate reading off the gauge. So when the weather gets warmer, I'll have to stop back over and get a post snowstorm lake level. I don't recall ever seeing it this time of year being ice under the bridge here, but it's been a very strange year weather-wise. So I'm going to jump out of the hole here. We'll go up above and take a look. So over to the lake side of things, snow definitely started going away, even though we haven't had technically above freezing temperatures yet. Had lots of sunshine, and as we look out over the lake here, see a lot of ice where this was all open water before our cold weather snap came in. And I was on the other end of the lake with my morning bus route this morning, and I'd guess that there's at least 10-15% of the lake that has a thick buildup of ice that formed during the high winds and storm, and haven't ventured out yet, but I'm thinking I could probably walk on some of that. And the wind finally went down last night, so on beyond the white, I don't know if you'll be able to really tell too much on here. I thought I'd stop over here this morning because I'm up a little higher, standing here on the bridge, but a lot of the lake has a thin skim of ice on from last night because the wind finally went down. And originally they were talking we were going to have single-digit temperatures, but I think it was around 20 this morning when I woke up, so it didn't get quite as cold as they thought. And the lake certainly isn't froze over for a second time, even with a thin layer, but there's a pretty high percentage of Otter Tail Lake that has ice on it. And many of the smaller lakes up by Otter Tail City, Buchanan, and some of the lakes up there, they appear they completely the whole lake has a thin skim of ice on this morning. So some lakes will actually get officially 2 ice outs because most of those small lakes were completely clear. Otter Tail always had some ice around the edges, but I guess I'd call it open here a few weeks ago actually, and it's a lot less open now than it has been. So we'll have to see. Sounds like we might get it into the 50s next week, so hopefully things will change pretty rapidly. But the craziest thing I've ever seen, to have the lake basically open and basically refreeze. So probably once in a lifetime thing, unless that's going to be the new thing. We'll have to see. I might when I get back home, might put on my waders and take my auger out and see how thick some of the ice is. It's been freezing for several days, but it's just all rough and choppy. But that ice like that brings on ice thickness pretty quick. So like I say, I'd be pretty surprised if there's not a lot of this rough ice that a guy could walk on. I don't know why you'd want to, other than to see if you could. So we'll see what the day brings. Anyway, like I say, the snow is disappearing pretty rapidly. Go back over to the other side here, get a bridge view of the new outlet here. Certainly makes it more interesting. We got some some ice chunks that are kind of frozen on or latched on to some of the rocks that are slowing down the water flow here. And it's going to be interesting to see like what the water level did. That was my main reason for stopping over, but like I say, the gauge is kind of covered with ice, and when the snowplow came, they threw snow over the edge and stuff, so you really can't get an accurate reading. But I'm sure in a couple days it'll be open water over there. I'll stop by and get a reading here, and then as the spring goes on, we'll keep an eye on it, hoping for some more water in the lake. Morning to Steve, Myron, John Hexum, people watching this morning. So it's actually the first time in about a week that it seemed like it's pretty nice to be outside. Still below freezing air temperature, but very little wind, and the sun is shining brightly, so it'll be a pretty nice day today. Alright, that's an update from the outlet of Otter Tail here. Have a great day.